Hello, Bets. Welcome back to Monster Rancher 4. Sorry about that. I thought I had the mic on, but apparently I didn't. In any case, this is our last week. So we will try to finish this up, but honestly, I don't know if we'll make it this week. If we don't, I will continue offline and record for YouTube. And we'll put the video strictly there. But we'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll make it. How you doing, Kobe? Yeah, I was mucking with some stuff. I said like 10 words and realized I was off. But that's okay. Anyway, how are you this week? I'm doing okay for the week. I've got a bunch of new stuff coming out next week. If anybody hasn't figured it out, next Thursday, the video that goes live is going to be the first part of what we'll be streaming on Friday. So, that's fun for those that know, great. For those that don't, you have to wait till Thursday to figure it out. But, calendars. Nobody can promote here. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. That's useless. So aside from Reaper, which I'm really not caring about him ranking up, we are gonna go ahead and do dungeon crawls. Except we can't. He is worn out this week. He's tired. He's worn out. He's tired. Do that. We're just gonna have to chew. We have to chew this week. So actually, anybody got anything to put on the calendar for? Let's see, no. Alright, so this is a bum week. There we go. Move my chair a little bit. Okay, he's now worn out. He's worn out, oh wow. Guess I should have had everybody just sleep this week. Scatterick. Lively. Lively, okay. And we're gonna go next week. Make sure that, schedule. Resting. Rest. Yeah, I need to, let those guys rest up a bit if I'm gonna go back into that dungeon. Food. Has he been doing anything interesting this week? Because I am just playing with my monsters today, so. I'm gonna try and get in this dungeon, but. Everybody's okay this week. Good. Whatever your schedule was, just keep it. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Alright, we're in an adventure. Okay. Actually, put no metal up front. that way. That way we can put fly on right away and try and chase down the dungeon. Let's see where that goes. See if we can get further out of the dungeon than we have been. That's the way we're going? I don't know. It's not necessarily gonna be a good thing. Come on. Thankfully. Reaper is fast. There we go, right. Catch up with that. Good. Oh, I threw Dark Flame at him. Oh, I hit him too. I don't know if I've ever used the Dark Flame. I mean, it's good that it worked. But I honestly don't know if I've ever used it before. Because it's kind of expensive. I usually don't get that. But, you know. Okay, so. Monster Endurance. Epic fun. Reaper! How are you tonight? I know you sometimes lurk, but what you up to? Getting KO'd? Actually, it's not too bad down here. It is annoying if we get knocked out early, because then I have to go back and it's just a mess. I can't afford to lose Reaper too early. Preferably at all. But you know, it's the way it works. You're at work. Oh, I'm sorry you have to work this time of day. Alright, well I'll see you tomorrow. Look if you care to stick around. Listen to the game music and me mumble or complain about the game. It's about the best you're gonna get tonight. But, have fun. Oops. Give me the next one. And for those that don't know, as of on Saturdays we're currently doing Legend of Dragoon. Don't know how much longer that's gonna last. Go chewing through the game at a pretty decent rate. So, I expect that to last a couple more weeks by the time this goes live. If not, check the YouTube and it'll be there. Ow! Alright, we'll get him out of there. Get him out of there! There we go. That was a mess. But at least he got out, so. Now we can heal up. Which is a good thing. Thankfully, most monsters can't hit Reaper, so. It's a good sign. But we'll see. Because if they keep insisting on fighting me constantly, I could use some repel. That's what I need. Something actually repel. I know there's one in the game, but if you don't open chests, you won't find them, and they're pretty rare anyway. I picked up perfume. Silver coin. And then we'll check real quick. We have a rose, which does nothing for me. That does nothing for us. Well, since we're here anyway, I might as well pick the chest. A bit better it was green, but you know. Nope, we're out of this one. We're still avoiding the dragons at all cost. Unfortunately, it does mean we lose. Not something anybody needs. Don't need those things after a while. That's one of the biggest problems I have with this game. The items are just absolute garbage. The only thing that's actually worth anything is the food items. That's about it. If it's not food, it's really not worth much. And your pets don't eat that much food. I mean, you get a lot of dungeon items, and he's like, oh, use this in the dungeon, and something happens. Like your spirit level goes up, or whatever. But the problem is, it's only usable in the dungeon you acquired in. So, if you get a bunch of them, they're just gonna sit in storage. Are you kidding me? This magic should not have that kind of agility. Holy cow. That goes. Jeez. That agility. There we go. Alright. Oh my goodness, it's got final guts too. Of course it does. Of course it has final guts. Survey says I'm gonna have to pet this thing for a while. There we go. Canon, we love you, but you need to die. Thank you. Thank you for staying down this time. Now, we continue on our journey. I don't think it's this way. No, it's not. It's just a chest room. And we're not chasing chests in here. We're trying to get down as far as we can, as fast as we can. And while our spirit energy is good, there's too many fights in here we have to run from. Like there's 3 dragons in here. 2 of which we have to run from. The white owl dragon, he's kind of 50-50. And the mantis is the other one we have to run from. Because they can 1 or 2 shot most of us, or most of our monsters. Which is not good. The mochi isn't too bad. We can pile drive him into a corner. And let the Reaper hit him, and then stop that Reaper. And be done with it. There we go. And that's that. Alright, so we'll move you down a little. We'll get there. It's just gonna take us a while. Because we have no way of repelling monsters. And it's kind of weird where you can fly over and where you can't. Like, you should be able to fly over anything, but you can't. It's kind of strange. That's a dick. I don't care about that. Let's see. Now, you know, I probably should. And those digs actually gave me a saucer stone. But, okay. Deal, dude. Yeah. I suspect that's probably gonna happen. So I'll switch over to Reaper. This guy should not be dodging Reaper so much. I'm sorry. %6 chance to hit. There's no reason I should be losing. More often than I'm hitting. Counters, that's to destroy. If they hit me on a counter, that's fine. However, 60% is 60%. That means 1 out of every 3 I will miss. And 1 out of every 5 I'll hit. It's not how statistics and math works. So I've come to the conclusion that while they do represent a chance to hit, it's not the actual chance to hit. It reminds me of kind of old school D&D. In old school D&D, you had a number called Tecmo, which is the chance to hit armor class 0. And what it was your number after all the numbers were added together. So if you would normally roll, say, a 10, and the opponent had no armor, then you might have like a 12 to hit them out of 20. And if you had, say, a 19 out of 20 to hit, but they had like 6 armor and like 2 agility, then you have 11 out of 10 to hit. Hey George, how's it going? But later on, they changed it. A lot of games do it this way. Oh good, she dodged. Where I have a 60% chance to hit, and then you have a 40% chance to dodge, and then you have a 20% chance to block with your armor or sword, and so on and so forth. and it skews the understanding of, for the player, on how this all works. I'm dead. I know better than to fight frickin' dragons. I was working on his defense last week, and I figured, oh, you're able to take that. No, we still can't. Going for broke. What you doing tonight, George? I am having a horrible conversation and losing my butt. So, it's a normal Friday. Sitting here playing this and explaining two-hit mechanics, because I got nothing else to talk about today. It's just one of those days. Trying to work on a 3D printer. That's cool. I've never put one together myself. Though the way I understand it, they're actually fairly simple to put together. As long as you don't screw up the instructions. Which most people tend to screw something up. So I tend not to work. But I don't know. We had one in our school. I was at a while back. But they had everything there. They had 3D printers, they had CNC machines. They had all kinds of crap. Yeah, I don't know much about them. One thing I can say is check your voltages. You know, make sure it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Make sure none of the gears are clogged. Make sure your software is actually talking to your hardware. You know, a bad cable or something. That's about the best I got for you. Most of the time, those things, when they stop working, it's because one of the gears or motors is stripped out, or somebody's jacked up the little Raspberry Pi, whatever that runs it. A lot of those are running Raspberry Pis. And there's that much to them. It's a 3-axis printer. Oh, 1 hit point. I bet it's frustrating trying to figure out what's wrong with it when you don't necessarily know how it works. Nothing interesting. I do well until I hit the dragons. Once I start hitting dragons in this game, forget it. Sweet S-rank defense and S-rank speed just to deal with them. And to be fair, that was kind of the plan of when I merged Reaper and Tick together anyway, was to try and keep it super high speed. And then, work mostly on defense. For this place. Because it's so dependent on that. Yeah, that was kind of the plan, so. We'll see how that works out. But if I go that route, it's gonna be probably a couple of weeks before that video goes up. You'll have to train him up again. Get him back up to A or B rank. You know, at least you get up to A rank and then I can come back in here with the solidly A rank. Pushing that S rank envelope. This is Cylinder. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull out. Yes and no. The game has two endings, like a lot of these types of games. We are almost done with the main story quest. Unfortunately, I don't know if the monsters that I have are capable of doing it. This last dungeon is insanely difficult, and our monsters just... We have issues keeping all of them alive, because you can't run from every fight. You gotta fight most of them. So you have to be able to fight the fights, and be able to climb the dungeon. Unfortunately, there's like 3 dragons and a mantis in here. And one other monster. There's like 5 monsters that if they show up, I basically have to run from. One of them is a 50-50, and the rest of them I just have to run. They have basically their cheat commands are all active. They hit for one-shot damage, they ignore your defenses, they just, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. Like Reaper has S-class speed, and one of the monsters just walks up, grabs him once, and throws him on the ground. And that attack doesn't have the accuracy to beat an S-class speed defense. And yet every single time it does. So, huge cheat on the NPCs. When you get to this A and S rank material, you run into that a lot in this game. They make it artificially harder than it's supposed to be. So while I am almost done with the game, if we don't finish before one of these 3 retires, and all of them are going to retire within the next couple of months, I basically can't finish the game until I raise up a whole new batch of monsters to this AS rank. And that's going to take me several weeks to do that. So, this is the last week we're going to be doing Monster Rancher on stream. And then next week we'll do a new game on Friday. A new long play. And that one won't take as long. That one's only like 10 hours long, and I need to get away from this fish. I forgot to ask, have you decided? Yes. As I mentioned at the beginning, when I turned my mic on, that will be known next Thursday on YouTube. I recorded it as a first look let's play and decided, you know what? I'm gonna keep playing this game. So I decided to keep the first look let's play to go live on Thursday. And we'll pick up where that left off on Friday. So we have to wait till Thursday to find out. But yes, I've already picked which game is going to be up next. Alright, this is the fight I need. This guy fights the barrier. This is like the one fight you have to beat at. This Flazer. You have to beat this guy. On this floor. Nobody else you have to worry about. But you do have to beat this guy. Because he guards the door. And you can't run from him to get past it. So. Ouch, that was a nasty combo. And he's down. So there's that. Yep. So it's already picked up, we're ready to go. It's just a matter of waiting until next week to see what it is. I'm too excited. Excited because you don't even know what game I'm gonna put out there next. Alright. Forward. If I didn't screw up Reaper on that dragon, I'd be doing a lot better right now. Not necessarily on time, though. That's a problem. Let's go right in this case. Maybe we could better luck now. Yeah, better luck. Go this way. I really want to get down this dungeon as fast as we can. You only have 2 monsters. I want to get to that boss room. I want to know what floor that boss room's on, if nothing else. Right. Okay, so I guess it was left. I hope it's not back in that first left. Because that would really suck. Oh, this guy's annoying. Oh! And it put me in a position to use an attack I never get to use. Uh-oh. Ow! That's useless! At least that one does damage. All of his long-range attacks are just horrible. That's all there is to it. Come to the conclusion, his long-range attacks are just miserable. horrible. Though most of the characters have really bad long-range attacks. They have like one of their 50 players that does like a ton of damage. But you almost never get those off. I mean, shoot, the Pixie has a heal. And like a 50 point, and it heals like a third of her health. It's crazy. There we go. How are we gonna do this? This is horrible. I don't want to fight him. This is bad. How much do we have? Not a quarter? Better for one more floor. This is bad. This is really bad. We have like one floor's worth. Before we run out. And even if we, it's a deep dungeon. So you have a lot of spirit. You gotta have really high stats. It's really a hard dungeon. And fortunately, like I said, I'm gonna keep grinding that after this week. What? And this is the other one I have to run from. But we're gonna try. It's horrible. Honestly, it's depressing. How hard this dungeon is, how unnecessarily hard this dungeon is. And I've had that in several games, where we've run into unnecessarily hard dungeons. Saw the same thing in .hack and Quarantine. The after dungeon was insanely hard. It was like 15 floors deep. The last mandatory dungeon to complete the game was like 10 floors deep. And the last story dungeon was like 15 floors deep. And in both cases, had all of the hardest monsters in the game in the dungeon. And you had to fight them back to back to back to back to back. Kind of like a boss rush. But it's like, think about doing a boss rush, but you're doing the boss rush for 2 hours straight. And most boss rushes aren't that brutal. I mean, yeah, you're doing 10 or 15 bosses back to back, but it's not that brutal. And that game was like 2 hours of boss rush back to back. I mean, you have to heal between bosses, which was a good thing. But it was like, oh my goodness. It was unnecessarily long and unnecessarily hard for the end of the game. And I kind of get where they were going with the story and whatnot. But it was too much. Alright, so calendars. Schedule. Put a training back on him. And this guy... I need him to work on his defense. Like that. Do that. Because that's like the biggest problem we have. Is these guys just need more defense. If I was focusing on speed defenses, and unfortunately that dungeon has several monsters that just ignore speed defense. So you have to waste your time working on physical defense for no reason other than the fact that dungeon wants to ignore. Everything you put your time into. I mean, it's designed as an S-class dungeon, so you do expect it to be hard. But to be honest, I find it unnecessarily difficult. But it's okay. Like I said, the worst thing that happens is after this stream, I have to go offline and burn through it. And then record it that way. That's the worst that can happen at this point. She's like, I really don't want to do these tournaments, but I know I have to. Because I have to get these guys ranked up too. She tried to counter and she failed. This is gonna suck. This is gonna so suck. I mean, she does good damage, but I don't see her actually be able to take this guy out with the way she's playing. Like I said, not gonna happen if it keeps that up. Oh, come on, you could have healed. We're down. That's horrible. I don't know why I don't let her. She got injured. There goes dust for a few weeks. But she's had an injury in a while, though. If anybody get injured in a long time. It's been a long time since we had somebody get injured. Right, so Reaper's up this week. Alright, well. We're just gonna have to live with just being in the hospital for a few weeks. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It happens. Anytime they get knocked out, either in the field or in the tournament, rather, they can get injured. So it's a thing to worry about. Alright. Yeah, I'll give commands. Sure, why not? Looks like the Lewis points look like a shield. Beautiful. Yeah, it's him being able to hit us, not likely. I'm pretty sure that all those monsters in the dungeon, even though they're marked A rank, aren't A rank. Once they give us hell, I'm fairly common there, actually rocking some S rank stats. Like S rank accuracy and damage. I'm fairly positive that's what those stats actually are. It's actually S rank. Oh no. Oh, fine. Come on. There's no reason I should have lost that. Okay, this game has got it out for me today. I swear. It definitely has it out for me today. It's trying to force me into a bad place. It's fine. I have to check the... Alright, so this week... You really needed that win. Frozen special. To try and go S rank. It's okay. So we're just gonna change gears. Uh-oh. Represent that last stage. Hopefully we've got enough time. Because Reaper's starting to... His flag is getting old. That's not good. So I need to make sure that Fuzzy Wuzzy and Reaper both sleep this week. He's on rest. He's on rest. Good. I need to make sure that the two of them were resting this week since they've got that tournament. It's really important. Otherwise we're not gonna stand a chance. And I really want to stand a chance. Ah! I did not want to scold him. Oh well. Right. No, he's hungry too. Feed everybody. Alright, so I'm gonna change focus. And we're gonna go for this S rank competition. Let's see if we can squeak out Reaper's S rank before he has to retire. We'll see. It's our last chance. If he doesn't get it this time, he's not gonna have time to get it again. Oh no, this Thunder Chicken. Too fast. That's bad. Well, the way to beat at high speed is with the high speed. Come on. Get it off. There we go. He's down. One down, one to go. Sweet. Hold on. I will look at your sex in a second. If I get Fuzzy Wuzzy out of here. This fish is killing me. By the way, how's the look for a... I've given up, to be honest. Everybody I've talked to about a 2D model wants an arm and a leg, and when I tell them what I want, they do the, no, sorry, I don't have time for that. Or they want to charge me double, or something like that. It's like, no. And for 3D, all they want to do is a really basic Vroid model and charge me $500 for a basic Vroid model. Yeah, not happening. If I'm paying, you know, $500 to $1,000 for a model, it's going to be exactly what I want. Not some trash that they banged out in a couple of hours and want to call it a good, you know, YouTuber model. Not happening. So I gave up. I am working on a new 3D model. I just have to export it and look it over and see how it looks. But then it just needs an outfit. So it's not the problem. I don't have a problem with the humanoid. To be honest, I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is, even if they're doing a human model, they want to charge for a 100% custom model. And when I've looked at some of their work, it's the exact same model with a few minor changes. And they want to charge $500 for, you know, that type of stuff. And some of these people I've talked to about, like, 2D live models, literally, I can make a better model out of, like one of the RPG game maker stuff, and take screenshots of that and use it as like a PNG model or something, and still have a better model than what they've designed for people in the past. I'm like, and you're charging $500 to $1,000 for this? No, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. I had two people say, yeah, I can do the model for you. No problem. I said, alright, how long? Like, and they both have good resumes. Don't get me wrong, they both got some good models. For both 2D and 3D. One was 2D, one was 3D. And that's fine. But they're like, about 2-3 months? It's like, okay. Do you want a deposit or something? No. I'll get back with you. Okay. I've hit both of them up multiple times since then. Like once a month. And they're both like, and let's just ignore me. just flat out ignore me. I didn't get a spot saying, hey, sorry, no, still backed up. You know, a lie. You know, a nice, obvious lie. Not even an obvious lie. Just a flat out ignore. And I hate that more. To me, that's more annoying than if they just sit there and string you along and lie to you saying, hey, you know, I'm not quite there yet. That's the worst. But yeah, it's a but I need to get with I have a different person I've been talking to that wants to do an outfit for me. I just need to see if she wants the test model or if or not. Or just like a picture of it if she actually wants the full test model. So if that's the case, Koki's one of a couple. I got a couple of them, but yeah, Koki's one of them that I've been talking to about it. She does good work. She's the one who did my kimono for the Lunar New Year. And I absolutely loved that. I only used it for like 4 streams. But I absolutely loved the kimono. I'll probably pull it out again once I get the once I tweak the model. Like this weekend I'm gonna tweak the model and see if everything's good on it. Because I need to take it over to Unity and move over the non-Vroid assets. It's like my horns and stuff. Because I have to put those on in Unity. So, I have to do that, and we'll see how that goes. And if that goes well, then I just have to export the model and put the stuff on there. Well, the thing about Vroid is that when it comes to the human model, they've got it done. And that was the biggest barrier for anybody doing human stuff, was getting that base model. Before Vroid came out, you had to do it in a program called Maya. You had to use their templates, but their templates weren't animated in any way. So then you had to add in the skeleton, and you had to add in a bunch of other, the skeleton, the materials, the mesh deformations. You know, there was a lot of things you had to add later. And it wasn't easy. Because you ended up having to use Maya, 3D Studio Max, Blender, Milkshape, or several other programs on top of having to have Maya, which is this really expensive, like, the student license is like $2,000. Well, it used to be. And it's insane. It's this big, cool, expensive program, and it's primary focus is doing human body and hair. In Vroid, the biggest trick actually isn't getting the base design down. So like getting your, you can do this. The body's, the hair and stuff, that's a little hard. Oh shit. The hair's a little harder, but just getting down your, like your face and your eyes, and you're filling that out. Even building out the face, even out the hair, isn't that hard, as long as you're patient. And they got a lot of new, in the new version of it, they've got a lot of default hairstyles, so you can find one that's close to your character's hair, and then from that, finish out the extra strands and stuff in order to make it work for what you're going after. Oh my goodness, twice it hit me! Ow! Stop cheating! Stop cheating! This is stop cheating. But where it gets hard in Vroid is the actual costume. Because the outfit, unless you are really good with their editor, and their editor isn't, in my opinion, isn't a very good editor. But unless you're really good with it, it's hard to do like outfits. At least I have problems with it. But some people, like Koei, are just really, really good at it, so. I just need to get an outfit that's unique to my character. Alright. So that'll make me happy. Ooh, I want this one. I don't know what this one's mixed with, but I want the beetle, tarantula, black widow, black sand lion thing. I like this one. I like it. Good, 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 good. Okay, so we're doing well. We're actually doing better than we were last time. We're not, getting wasted here. And in the last fight, the only time I got hurt was because he hit two counters. It's the only time I actually take damage on this guy. At least in the tournaments, anyway. In the dungeon, that's different, because they cheat. And sometimes in the tournament, they cheat too, but really the big ones in the dungeon when they cheat. I just ignore my agility. So far in the tournaments, there's only been like one character that ignores agility. So. And he was, earlier in the A rank. Of course, if I'm being timid, that doesn't help. Wonderful. This guy's gonna ignore agility. His agility isn't that high. There's no reason he should be ignoring my attacks. So this is where the game's gonna cheat and give me an opponent that all of a sudden can ignore everything that I throw at it. Ignore my defense, ignore my attacks. Regardless of what they are. Welcome to this game cheating. And it's horrible about it. It doesn't even try to hide the fact that it's cheating. It's the worst part. It really is the worst part about it. Yeah, go on and cheat. Based on stats, there's no reason he should have dodged that much. And there's no reason he should have been able to hit me at all. Based on the stats that they showed. But I've discovered that in this game, the stats that they show aren't the actual stats of the monsters you're fighting. In some cases, they use completely different stats for the actual match than what they show on the board. What they show on the board is what it's supposed to be. And then just to annoy the crap out of you, they'll sit there like double the accuracy or whatever. And give them like S or double S rank accuracy. Or in this case, stupid high levels of dodge. This is actually a legit fight though. Like that last one. Last one was not legit. I did not mean to do that. Come on. Thing is, I can still win the tournament. Maybe. I just need this KO. There we go. Because if... Yeah, see, V is the one who blasted me for no reason at all. And... he does have a loss. So... And so far... everybody has losses. So the only one I have to worry about is Nosh. Because Nosh and I are dead freaking tied. God, I just need to win this match. We're dead tied 4-4. And our 4s are knockouts each. Looks like they gave him the agility hack too. But not the accuracy hack. No, actually he's pretty fair. His stats are actually what they're supposed to be. So this guy's actually not gonna be too bad. Now he hits me, I'm probably pretty much done for. But I doubt that's gonna happen. Because his stats are almost the same as Views, except Views hacked. So he was hacked, so he would knock you out. Guaranteed. They do that in this game. I don't know why. The game's hard enough as it is. Adding in these unfair opponents that can do that in one shot. No reason you should ever be able to hit me, and just because. Just because they don't want you having an S rank. That's what it comes down to. They just didn't want you. That was his last match, too. Yes, go ahead and freeze him. So, looks like the last. Looks like we're gonna have this problem. Anybody else? Anybody else gonna retire today? Please tell me no. Can't afford more than 2 to retire at once. Alright, so association. That's where we're gonna go with this. So, we're gonna do our evolution thing. Combined. So we're gonna do the fun one of use a combination item. No. Yes. The one we don't have here is block us. Let's put block us in the book. He's pretty cool looking. Yes, put it in the book. Take this monster home. No. Alright, so Reaper. I don't think there's any in here we don't have. Yeah, it's just the 2 that we already have. Alright. So let's make sure that we have everything from tag before I burn tag. Okay, that's fine. So tag, and then creepy. Okay, and then combined. Tig and Reaper. No, not yet. This is the... Okay. So Baragust in the book. Because we haven't put him in the book yet. Yes, we're with it. Take this monster home with you. No. Reaper. See if we get a different option here. No, it's just the same way. So the question is... The question comes down to... is... when are my others going to grade? Monster. Because I know he's getting old as tar. He's getting old as tar. Those two are fine. Do we have an age rating? Easier battles, serious, size, dislikes, records. Okay. So apparently they don't tell you how much longer they have left to live. Unfortunately, if the two of them go up at the same time, I don't know what happens. Because I don't have enough room to retire two monsters. So we're gonna do the... that one and this one. Oh, this is over. I want to see their stats. Hold on. So, Tig. Their speed looks pretty close to the same. Yeah, it's about 60 off. Yeah, they're pretty close in stats. Yes. I'm gonna use a speed stone. Wow, look how small those numbers are! All that speed! And the best it can give me is 230? Oh, that's so disappointing. I can only do a rank D out of these two. Such a shame. Because they're both A's, and they're both really, really good, solid A's. These two are really close. There's 10 points there and 4 points there. Alright, let's do the new monster. Oh, good. Yes. We're gonna call him Demon. Because that's what he looks like to me. Like a little demon. Alright, so. Now we need to set up Demon stats. What we want to do is schedule, erase all, and trample. High jump, rest, oh. Cammy, tub, punching bag. And then being a new monster, he'll have plenty of stamina and that won't kill him too hard. Oh, she's back to, forgot. What are we doing with her? I think we're doing accuracy with her. And some life. Bit of speed. And he should be doing high jump. And that's pretty much our travels into the dungeon. So we're not going to be able to do anything with the why did I just scold him? I have scolded this guy twice now. I don't even know why I've scolded him. Because I just wanted to feed him. It's sad. I love my little stupid ants. They're fantastic. That's why I'm going to have an ant on the farm at all times. When he's done, he's gonna merge with the yellow ant that I have in there. And we're gonna see how that comes out. We're gonna do adventure. We're gonna do Prometheus Runes, Fuzzy Wuzzy, Melmetal, and Demon. I can't take him into that last dungeon because I'm not going to get enough experience out of it. Violence. Oh, we must torment. We must torment everybody. Yes. Let's go fight and beat up people. Let the new Woofy get as much experience as possible. That's the important thing. Is let the Woofy get as much experience as we can get him. He still did 18 damage, by the way. He's a rank D. Garden variety. Nothing. And he's still at 18 damage. That's still pretty impressive. Though I probably should take him into, the volcano. I know, right? The RNG's just weird sometimes. Yeah, I should probably have taken him into the volcano and get him the most experience possible, but this is about as far as I want to go safety-wise. Because it's going to be a slog. No matter how you look at it. And this slug is much easier, and we have less problems fighting through this dungeon than we do the other one. Uh-oh. Come on, give me my fight. Come on, fight! Where are you? I need my fight. Oh, door. I was gonna say, where's the fight? It wasn't a fight. It was a push button. Okay. Missed that one. But it's okay. But no, this game has some really, really crazy RNG rules. When you get to the B and higher, especially when you get into the A ranks, they throw the RNG math out the window and throw in extra numbers that you can't compensate for. Oh. Well, look at this garbage. Like that's gonna affect me. Don't care. I can walk over it. I can fly over that. That's not a problem. But yeah, this game's RNG is pretty bad. We're just kind of like cruising around. We're looking for saucer stones and the like while we're here. Because it makes sense. We might as well look for the hard to come by stuff. What was that? So because we saw how effective pure speed was for the majority of the game, we're definitely going to do speed defense with the dog and just let him go to town. Because having that, S-rank speed, while it is crazy, it's insane, it's wonderful. Because even most A ranks can't touch him. Without that defense, it doesn't matter. You can be untouchable as much as you want, but that one time they get through, they don't waste you. And that's what we're running into on both of them. That with that S-rank speed, they shouldn't be touchable until you get to those A-rank bosses that just, rank monsters that just ignore your speed dodge. Kind of like having penetration. You know, when you're fighting a tank, penetration's king when you're fighting a tank. You got enough penetration, you go straight through his armor, and you know, it doesn't matter. And that's basically what it is they've just given them an extra penetration stat to guarantee they hit you. Unless you have, like, all of your stats. Insane. Insanely leveled up. So, it's not uncommon. It's just the way games are. You know, it's RNG, that's one thing. But when it's, you know, forced garbage, that's when it really gets bad. Yay, missed. Like I was saying before, in case anyone's out there lurking, this is the last week for this particular game. Next week, we'll be covering a new game, which will be revealed Thursday on my YouTube channel. All past episodes are always on my YouTube channel, so you're welcome to go check that, links below. And let us know what you want to see. Because you let us know what games you want to see, old games, new games, whatever, I'll look at it and see if it works well for rotation or if it's what I want to run. Can't play everything, because I have limited time, but we can at least see what you want to see, and run as many as we can. That we can do. Also, starting next week, I'm doing more quick plays. So, doing 30 minutes to an hour on games. Doing more of those on my YouTube channel. Got several good games coming up. Focusing mostly on PlayStation 1 next week. And the week after. The next 2 weeks we're looking at PlayStation 1 games. I don't know how, if I want to continue that trend, because I have probably another 10 or 15 physical PlayStation 1 games. And probably maybe half a dozen digital ones that I have not already covered on stream. So I might go through and just burn them all down over the next couple of weeks. I might do something else. Might do like some other games that I have that I haven't covered yet. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But if there's something like a console, whatever, game or series you want to see, letting me know is really a good idea. The more I know, the easier it is for me to pick out content that everybody wants to see. And sometimes that's the hardest part when you're doing these videos, is picking out which games you want to do next. Because we don't know what the viewers want to watch. it's really hard to pick games that are going to bring in consistent viewers. That's the hardest part. Is knowing what people want to watch. Because not everybody wants to play, whatever the top 10 games are on Twitch. I'm sorry, and not everybody's good at them. I'm not. Half those games I'm not good at. I've played most of them. But I'm not good at them or just no interest in them. So I'm trying to find games that people want to watch and I want to play, and it's the hard part. But I think next week we got a good winner. So we'll see. There we go. Grab that chest. Garbage item. That's completely useless in this level, in this game. Those items are supposed to be for certain monsters. Yeah, like certain monsters like reference materials or books or toys or whatever. And you're supposed to be able to give that to them so they get happier. It's easier to make them happy. Unfortunately, there's really no point to it. Because by the time they get to like C or B, they're already near max. Happy with you. As long as you pat them every week. So when you pat them and you feed them on a regular basis. Whether you pat them, whether you praise or scold them every week, it doesn't really matter. Though I forgot to sit with the dog this week. But if you do that every week, they're going to be near max affinity anyway. So it's really no point to the items. They don't give you anything. There's nothing significant anyway. So. I wanted a mantis. I haven't seen one yet. Definitely want to get a mantis. Because that's another strong speed physical type. And I think that would be a good addition. Ah, okay. Almost didn't see that one. That's crazy hard to see on this board. It's not a big deal. You miss them, I mean. It is what it is. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see what's over here. I'm hoping to try and get to level 10 on Demon this week. That would be good. I get him to level 10 in one dungeon drop. Because then he'll have a lot of his abilities. And that's the important part, is getting as many of his abilities as you can, as early as you can. But we'll see how far we get. He's already almost 5 though, I think. Let's see where we at. Yeah, he's already 5. So, he might stall somewhere on 8 or 9. But, no chest. No chest. Okay, no chest. And no chest, okay. I wish there's no chest there. Because I don't have anybody who's got water search on me at the moment. But I think that the Sprite does. I think Dust does, actually. And I think Dust has water search, but I don't have her with me. That's okay. This guy's RNG's horrible. Oh, there it goes. That's a nasty hit. That was a nasty hit. Did over 100 with that one. That B attack. Not a very good attack. I can't wait for him to be done. Because most of his attacks are not very good. To be honest, they're really not. I'm gonna have to switch to B. So we can get through this section faster. Otherwise, I have to walk all the way around the dungeon. And I'm not walking all the way back around the dungeon. It's not that important for us to ride on these floors. Alright, here we go. And besides, I wouldn't be able to switch back and forth between Fuzzy Wuzzy and Malmetal anyway down in that lava cave, because often they chain attack. And it's attacked really, really quickly. And because of that, I would not be able to protect the wolf. Not at level 6. And rank D. I'd never be able to do it with a rank D monster. As long as I got D stats, forget it. It'd be nearly impossible to rank D stat. This place we can clear with just the 2 monsters. Oh, one of my monsters can go this way. It's easier to do, but one could. The 2 just takes less time. Let's say we want to try and see if in this dungeon now if we can get to level 10 on for demon. That's kind of the ideal that we're targeting. Will we make it? I don't know. Hard to say. We're gonna try. Well, like I said before, we're going to keep doing this. And probably what I'm going to do is, just keep running this offline. You know, run it like on Saturday or Sunday. And just poke at it. And by poking at it, I stand a chance at actually getting through at some point. At some point we'll get there. But since I'm gonna have I have to wait till the new monsters get up there, because Dust and Flipper are not suited for that A rank dungeon. They're just not gonna be able to do it. Their stats are not gonna be good enough. I mean, they might be able to go in there and do some casual leveling, but I can't see them being serious contenders in there. Except maybe towards the end of their lives. Maybe? And that's a big maybe. Because their stats just aren't that high. They both started as E's. Now I was hoping that Demon was going to be a C. But stats weren't high enough. And they were good, but they weren't high enough. And that's a shame. Because it means we're going to have to work harder. We're going to have to work him up hard again. It's not too bad. I mean, it is doable. It's not like it's impossible. It just means it's gonna take, what, probably another 10 hours? Yeah. 10, 12 hours. Maybe more. To get, the next 3 that are gonna be actually worth a darn. Leveled up. So thankfully, Yant and Dust, Fuzzy Wuzzy is gonna breed with Yant. And Dust is gonna breed with Creepy. I don't know what Flipper's gonna breed with. He's just gonna sit there. I mean, I could breed him with the Beetle. It's an option. But I think I want to do somebody else. I think what I might do is one of the other ones I haven't raised yet. and then go from there. But it's hard to say. I have a long time before I worry about that. This one just doesn't want to die. I mean, yeah, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but... No! No, 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 no! Oh my goodness! See, that's the risk. That's the risk of... There she goes. See? That's what I get for trying to change out monsters. There's always that one monster in the dungeon that frickin' cheats. Now there's no point to the dungeon. Thankfully we're right here, so... Oh well. Just got a monster cheating, that's all. Oh well. Alright. So, calendar. Let's go ahead and put Demon into a match this week, and this is the last thing we'll do. Before we do that, a couple things we need to worry about. First, we need to go to Demon and make sure his attacks are up to snuff. There we go. I don't know which one's going to be the best group attack, but that should work. And then double check everybody's schedules, because everybody should be fine on schedules. Okay. Now I just need to make sure we go over and go be nice to him. Say hi, give him a pat. Oh, hold on. Alright. Ah, food. Oh, I just shot it way over there. He is so weird looking. Okay, and he's good. He's good, he's good. Shit, she's hungry. Oh, banana. Alright. Oh. From your... Hello, bots. Yep. Alright, get rid of that. That's the first spam account I run into. I guess that's actually a positive thing when you think about it. Because up until now, I haven't seen I haven't had any reason to worry about that. But there we go. That's a thing. Ouch! Ouch! I mean, I know he's D-stats, but bloody bugger. I need to check his... Okay, we actually need to look at his stats on this next fight. Let's actually look at these stats for a second here. No, he is C. Okay, so he was ranked D, but his stats in accuracy and speed level him well into the C range. Okay. We knew he was gonna have like C rank speed. We knew that. But I wasn't expecting C rank accuracy. And his loyalty's high too. I'm good with that. Yeah, I know, that hurt. Yeah, he's not immortal yet. Still has to do a lot more. But he is well on his way to being a nice C rank contender from the beginning. So that's good. So that's where we're gonna end it for tonight. Thank you for watching, thank you for visiting. I don't know if anybody else is still out there lurking or anything, but we're tomorrow we're going to have Legend of Dragoon, and then next week we have a different game. So we're going to see what y'all think about that. I'm gonna save real quick. And like I said, I will keep this game apprised periodically on YouTube. Again, links below. This episode will go on to YouTube with the rest of them tomorrow morning sometime. But you're welcome to go over there and see what we've got going on. And I thank you for visiting. I know you're excited, Kobu. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow, probably. So, come back again tomorrow and we'll do Sludge Dragoon and go from there.